Hi everybody and welcome to the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a little glute focused follow along workout. This has been something that's been requested for a while, but I never really do follow along workouts because I don't know, I just feel like it depends on the weight that you're using and how long the rest is, whatever. We're going to do it anyway, see how it goes, and then give me some feedback. Let me know if you liked doing it, if you felt like you were able to keep up, if you felt like you needed more time, whatever feedback you have, I welcome it. I'm gonna take my shoes off, so I'm just in socks because sometimes when your sneakers have like a really thick sole, you can't really feel the ground very well. And when you're doing glute focused stuff, you wanna be sure that you can really feel the ground with your feet. Whenever you're doing glute focused stuff, you wanna be sure that you're also pressing into the heel of the foot or the outside edge of the foot. Try to be mindful that your heels aren't lifting up and that you're not pressing too much into the balls of the feet, because when you press into the balls of the feet, you recruit the quads. When you press into the heels and the outside edges of the feet, you recruit the glutes and the glute medius respectively. I'm going to use a 25-pound kettlebell. You can use whatever you have. If you have dumbbells, you could use a pair of dumbbells, and I'll just show you how to use them. But go ahead and grab your equipment. We're going to do 3 exercises. We're moving in 3 different planes of motion. This is very similar to like a finisher that you would see at the end of a glute program workout. For my people who follow me closely, I have these workout programs. They're 6-week programs. They're subscription based, and it's the Intention Factor workout program. And so I have 4 different tracks, and one of them is a glute focused workout program. So this is very similar to something you would see there. So the 3 moves go like this. The first move is going to be a sumo position. So your feet are quite wide. Your toes are turned out, but they're not turned out so much that like your heels and your toes are in line with one another. It's more like a kind of a 45-degree angle, I guess I would say. The next thing you want to be really mindful of is your lat engagement. So I think about pinching a credit card right here between the arm. So you want to kind of pinch that, and then you'll feel broadening through the chest and the collarbones. Then you're just going to descend down. Now you'll know that you're in a good position because your knee will be right over your ankle. If you are here with the knee past the ankle, you're a little too a little too close rather. So you want to step out so that at the bottom of it, your knee is either directly above your ankle or maybe just like inward a little bit. So it's either here or here, ideally, if you can get it. And then as you press the ground away to get back up, you want to think about pushing into the heel and the outside edge of the foot. So this is what the move looks like. If you're doing it with dumbbells, you'll just hold them like this, and you go down and up. And then just so you can see from the side, you're really trying to keep a neutral spine. You're trying not to go too far forward with it as you go up and down. So we'll do that move. The next move will be an RDL. So similar situation, you want to squeeze that credit card into the upper arm there. Your feet are about hip distance, toes pointed totally forward. And then you're going to think about sending the hips back as the chest comes down. Your knees bend, but you'll notice that the knees are not coming forward. If the knees are coming forward, I'm pushing into the balls of my feet, thereby recruiting the quads, which we don't want to do. So we want glutes and hamstrings. So you're pressing into the heels and the outside edges of the feet with the lats engaged. So think hips back, then hips forward. Rather than thinking like go down, which might initiate more of like a squat situation, you want to keep your legs kind of in a stiff position and think hips back and then hips forward. Hips back and then hips forward. If you're using dumbbells, you're just going to hold them with the palms facing one another like that, and then you go back and forward. The next move we're going to do is a curtsy squat. For a curtsy squat, I like to hold it at the chest, and you're on one leg and the other one's going back behind you. And then you get back up like this. Now, I find that typically a lot of people step too closely, and then therefore it's very hard to bend this front knee when you step too closely. The knee goes too far forward. It puts a lot of pressure on my knee. I don't like it at all. Step further back than you think you need to, and you'll be able to do your curtsy squat lower. So we're going to do 4 sets of 12. I'm already out of breath. All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with that sumo position. Engage the lats. Here we go. 12, 11. Make sure you're exhaling as you stand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your core really tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we go into the RDL. So feet are hip distance, maybe slightly wider. Engage the lats, and then you're sending your hips back and then forward. Hips back, forward. Make sure you're looking down at the ground. That'll help to keep your spine neutral. 3. Here's 4. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 5. Make sure you're not going too low. 6, because sometimes when you do that, 7, your spine rounds. So just think hips back as far as you can go. Find a stretch. 8, through the hamstrings. Here's 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great, right into the curtsy squat. I wish I had picked a lighter kettlebell. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 5, 5. Exhale as you stand. 6, 6. 6 more. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Try to keep that knee right over the front ankle. 9, 10, 10, 2 more. 11, 11, and 12, and 12. All right, set that down. Take a second. This is exactly why I don't do this. Now I'm out of breath. I can't really teach. Woo! All right, so we're getting into round 2. We are a quarter of the way through the little workout. The first move is going to be that sumo squat. Take a second, just like catch your breath. Slow, deep breaths. And we'll get back into it in a second. This is fun. Okay, here we go. Feet wide. We go down and up. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. RDLs are next. Feet about hip distance. Your hips are going to go back and then forward. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Going right into the curtsy squat. Here we go. 12, 12. Count it with me. 11, 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Awesome. Take a little rest. Ooh, catch your breath. And we'll head into round 3 in just a second. So we are halfway through the workout now. We're going to do that same thing 2 more times and then we're done. So this is a time to kind of check in with your self-talk, because I feel like a lot of the times when we start to get winded, we start to get out of breath, we start to get sweaty, we start to get a little uncomfortable. This is the time where we're like, ugh, I just can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But you're going to feel so much better when it's over. So resist talking yourself out of quitting. We got this. We can do it. Here we go. Round 3. Let's begin. Go ahead and pick that kettlebell or dumbbell or set of dumbbells up. I'm just stalling now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get up. And we go down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Push the ground away with your feet. 6. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going right into the RDL next. Feet are hip distance. Squeeze that credit card between the upper arm and the armpit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Great. All right, we're gonna go right into the curtsy squat. Here we go. 12, 12, 11, 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5. 4 more. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one. 1 and 1. Great. Set it down. Take a breather. We've gone through 3 sets and we have 1 more left. So for this final set, check in with your mental headspace. We're almost done. Woo. Whew, grab a sip of water. I wish I had my water here. It's out in the car. I'm really struggling, you guys. Whew. You know what it is too? It's the weight, the heaviness of the weight. At 35 pounds, I was not in workout mode. Wasn't mentally prepared. All right, it's all good. We're gonna finish up and we're gonna finish strong. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice work. All right, last RDL. Here we go. Engage the lats. Tighten the core. Deep breath in. Find that stretch in the hamstrings. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we're going right into the curtsy squats. Here we go, just 12 and then we're done. 12, 12, down and up. You can do it. 11, 11. Push the ground away with that front foot. 10, push into the outer edge of that front foot. 10, 9, 9. Check in with the core, make sure it's nice and strong. 8, 8. Push the ground away. 7, 7, 6, 6. We're almost there. 5, 5, 4, 4. 3 more. 3, 3, 2, 2. Last one. 1 and 1. Ah, we did it. Great job. Proud of you. I'm proud of me. You should be proud of yourself. Proud of everybody. Whew, let's give it a little stretch. So come down onto your mat. Come onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Tuck your chin a little bit. And just sway side to side. Gives a nice little release for the low back. It stretches through the hips. And then come to stillness. Place your left foot on the ground, cross your right ankle over the left thigh. And then recruit your core, tighten it up, and pull that left leg in towards your body. Interlacing your fingers behind the thigh, or maybe using a yoga strap to help if you can't connect. And then bend your elbows a little bit, and then send your right knee slightly away from you to get a little bit deeper into that right hip. And then slowly release the left foot, lift the right leg up and towards the sky, interlacing your fingers behind the thigh or the knee or the calf, wherever is accessible for you today. And then I also like to point and flex the foot. Maybe draw a circle with the toes. Just see what's going on through the lower leg, the hamstrings. And then take your right hand, grab hold of either the ankle or the outside edge of that foot, and pull that knee in towards your armpit. Option to extend your left leg if you want a little bit more of a stretch. See if you can keep that right foot flat, like it's about to walk on the ceiling. And then release. Let's put right foot on the ground, left ankle over the right thigh, and then interlace your hands behind the right thigh or wherever works best for you, or maybe use a yoga strap. Bend at the elbows to pull the right leg in a little bit, and then send the left knee slightly away from you, getting into that left hip a little bit deeper. And then gently release. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, interlacing the fingers anywhere that works best for you. Option to hold or point and flex or draw circles. Just kind of take a moment to get into your body a little bit and just notice what's going on through the back of the leg, through the lower leg joints. How's the foot feel? Can you spread your toes? Just kind of wiggling and moving. That always gives you like some really nice information about what's going on with the body. And then reach down, grab holds of either the ankle or the outside edge of that foot. Bend the elbow. Option to extend right leg. Pull the left knee in towards your armpit. And just breathe here. And then gently release. Oh, that feels so good. See, I'm telling you, once it's over, you're like, woo, I'm so glad I did it. But while you're doing it, you're like, oh, this is the worst. Thank you so much for working out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. Please give me any feedback. If you like them, I'll do more of them. I just don't know if you can follow along or do you need longer rest. It feels like it's too complicated, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. So you let me know what you think. Thanks again for tuning in to the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. If you're interested in more information on my Intention Factor workout programs, you can check the link in my description here of the video, or you can go to intentionfactor.com. There'll be information there. And of course, always on my Instagram, where you can find me at Yoga by Candace. I try to post every week here on the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. So if you have a moment, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week. Take care.